Sydney Rose of Jamaica, Atoya Harvey of Guyana, Amelia Samuel of Grenada, and Erin Barr of the Bahamas. So much to talk.
Welcome back to the channel. When the most people hear Jamaica, they immediately think of sprinting Usain Bolt, Shelly Ann, Fraser Parry, Elaine Thompson, Hera. But what if I told you Jamaica is providing that it's no longer just a sprint nation? At the U20 Carifac Games, Jamaica sent a powerful message to the rest of the Caribbean and the world. The young athletes dominated not only in the sprint but also in middle distance races and hurdles. Today, we are reacting to this incredible performance and discussing why Jamaica athletic future looks brighter than ever. Let's get into it.
About in this 1500 final, the Jamaicans, no gold medals yet on the track in this evening session, and their two athletes take up the leading positions. They would love to change that right here. Sashana Johnson and Sydney Rose. Right in there as well in third position from the Bahamas is Erin Barr, under 17 bronze medalist back in 2023 in the Bahamas. Barr at home, and she is right in the mix at this stage. Also in the field, Kaylee Ford of Trinidad and Tobago, a silver in the under 17 category in Kingston, bronze in the under 20 category last year. Great story, Kaylee Ford, of how she wasn't selected for the Carifta team some years ago. Controversial, but she's persevered through that, and she's had some really good results for her country at the Carifta Games. Loves to run from the middle of the pack before making her move later on. There she is stepping forward, Kaylee Ford, competitor 22 from Trinidad and Tobago, joining the two Jamaicans. Sashana Johnson is the leader, with Sydney Rose in third position, tucked in on the inside. Also in this race, and very dangerous, is Ashlyn Simmons of Barbados, a 4:45.86 performer at her best, under 17 champion in the Bahamas in 2023. And if you give her the opportunity, she can really outrun you over the last lap.
Well, they've come into the straight for the second time here, and it is Kaylee Ford that is just starting to edge ahead of the Jamaicans, and she is starting to get a move in here. Eastman is biding her time in the middle. She's another one of the outstanding young runners in the 5K setup here. She and Eastman have been battling. She and Ford, in fact, have been battling a lot in these races.
Sashana Johnson of Jamaica leads the under 20 girls 1500 final. Kaylee Ford, after 2 bronze medals in her Carifta career, can she finally get the ultimate prize? She's on the outside, competitor 22. Right alongside Johnson, the Jamaican. Sydney Rose, very comfortable. The Jamaican tucked in on the inside. Stepping forward as well for Trinidad and Tobago, Natalia Eastman, a 4:46 performer. She makes a move, and Ford follows suit. The Trinbagonians looking to block the Jamaicans, but Ford just having to hold her position in third. 2 Guyanese in this lineup, including Atoya Harvey, who is a fine talent. Atoya Harvey was brilliant in Kingston a few years ago. 800, 1500, 3000 meters. Is she about to return to the top of the Carifta podium? They're coming up to a lap to go, and 4 in it. 2 Jamaicans, 1 from Trinidad and Tobago, and Atoya Harvey from Guyana.
It's Eastman that has dropped into 5th place. She's out of contention at this point, but the 2 Jamaicans very much in the running here.
Sydney Rose, who is in second position for Jamaica, always has a strong kick, and she steps up on the outside of Johnson, her teammate. The Jamaicans run together 1 and 2. Kaylee Ford is not out of it. Harvey is not out of it. Harvey is dangerous, and she is drawing closer. Kaylee Ford is about to be left in 4th position. It might not be a medal on home turf for her. Into the straightaway they come. The expected kick from Sydney Rose comes, and the Jamaican starts to pour it on. Johnson is in second. Harvey is in third. It feels like a long wait for the Land of Wood and Water, but they have their first track gold medal of the 2025 Carifta Games. And it's 1-2 with Johnson coming through in second. She is well under 440, and her stellar season culminates with the Carifta gold medal over 1500 meters. Sydney Rose. Atoya Harvey back on the podium. She wins bronze. .437.95 the winning time for Sydney Rose of Jamaica. Tashana Johnson, her countrywoman, coming through in second position. Atoya Harvey in third. Kaylee Ford gave it all she had for Trinidad and Tobago, but she doesn't win a third Carifta medal.
Yeah, on the backstretch, you started to notice that there's something, her stride pattern changed. I think maybe she tweaked something on the backstretch and just fell away with the last 200 meters to go.
In her first time of trying, Sydney Rose is a Carifta champion, and it's at the under 20 level. Here we go, confirmation. Sydney Rose wins the under 20 girls 1500 meters, 4 minutes 37.95. Sashana Johnson, 4 minutes 40.83, takes silver in a Jamaican 1-2, with Atoya Harvey, 4 minutes 41.61, securing bronze. Kaylee Ford doesn't get a third Carifta medal. She finishes in fourth for Trinidad and Tobago at 4 minutes 47.80 seconds.
Gianna Paul finished ahead of Janae Gans, last year's Austin Seeley Award winner. Janae also came in on the weekend for this event. She was competing in the US.
Alexis James is the record holder, 13.06, set in 2023. There's the lineup. Harewood, Anderson, Marshall, Swindle, Davidson, Rollins, Paul and Dean. Jamaica and Barbados with 2 in this final. We start in lane number 1. Alika Harewood, 6 fastest in qualifying at 14.29. She'll have to go faster to challenge for a medal here. Aliana Anderson of the Cayman Islands, she's delighted to be here, 14.36 to qualify, soaking up the adoration of the crowd. In lane number 3, she's never won a Carifta individual medal, 13.33 her lifetime best, fastest in qualifying at 13.72. She's the favorite, Tiana Marshall of Jamaica. This young lady secured a bronze medal last year with a wind-assisted 13.95. She is the USVI National Under-20 record holder at 14.15. That record is under threat here. Outside of her, twice an under-17 100 hurdles champion, Brianna Davidson of Jamaica. She's the co-favorite, second fastest in qualifying at 13.73. In lane number 6, Maya Rollins, who we told you about, 13.45 for her this season, a personal best done at the Duke Invitational. Can she go faster here after a 13.87 first round performance this morning? Gianna Paul, brilliant last night in the long jump, beating the Austin Seeley Award winner Janae Gans to the gold medal. She's not favored for a medal here, but maybe she will be spurred on by the crowd to something special. And on the outside, Dominique Dean of the Bahamas, outside the medals at 400 hurdles. She's on the outside. 14.37 coming in. She's hoping for a fantastic run to try and get on the podium. The favorites, though, in the middle lanes. Maya Rollins, Barbados, the 2 Jamaicans, Marshall and Davidson, and Swindle of the US Virgin Islands. The 3 medals are expected to come from those 4. But this is a championship, and they have hurdles in front of them. On the 20 girls 100 hurdles final. Off they go. Marshall responded to the gun quickly. Davidson inches ahead. Rollins left back for Barbados. It's Tiana Marshall ahead of Davidson. Rollins is rallying and might have gotten silver for Barbados. But it's Tiana Marshall. Her long wait for a Carifta individual medal turns into gold in Port of Spain, and that was never close. 13.50. Maya Rollins of Barbados had so many issues during that race, but somehow she was able to hold her composure, and I think she snatched the silver medal, although we're awaiting confirmation. Yes, she did get the silver medal. 13.80 for the Barbadian. She did not travel all the way from Virginia for nothing. And Brianna Davidson, the two-time under-17 champion, has to settle for bronze at 13.82.
Great run by Marshall to win it. But tell you what, second and third, it could have been very different. The sixth hurdle turned out to be a problem for both. As you can see here, three of them responding well. Hurdle knocked over, and they would both knock over the sixth hurdle. That seemed to just unsettle them a little bit, but good composure to come back and claim the medals.
The race for gold could have been so much closer as well had Rollins not tumbled early in the race. How she recovered will amaze you for sure. And to recover well enough to finish second and beat a world-class competitor as good as Brianna Davidson is pretty impressive. Jamaica 1-3 this time around, led by Tiana Marshall. 13.50, negative 0.8 meters per second the wind speed. Maya Rollins of Barbados gets silver at 13.80. Brianna Davidson bronze at 13.82. Aliana Anderson of the Cayman Islands with a big personal best, 13.94 to finish fourth. Last year's bronze medalist Sophia Swindle gets a national under-20 record, but this time she has to settle for fifth. Dominique Dean of the Bahamas rounding out the field in 14.52 ahead of Gianna Paul of Trinidad and Tobago.
Girls U20, 1,500 meter at 0.545. The first event is the girls under 20, 1,500 meters. The race was masterclass in patience and confidence. Instead of rushing to the front, the Jamaica runners stayed calm and trusted their race plan. They waited for the perfect moment before making their moves. When the final laps arrived, Sydney Rose showed exactly why she's one of Jamaica's brightest young stars. She's unleashed an incredible finish kick and crossed the line fast in 4 minutes 37 0.95 seconds. Even more impressive, Sashana Johnson finished second, giving Jamaica an amazing 1-2 finish. That wasn't luck, that was preparation, that was discipline, and that was Jamaica showing they can dominate middle distance races just as well as sprinting events. Girls U20 100 meters hurdles 3.00. Next came the girls under 2,100 meters hurdles demand speed, rhyme, balance, and perfect timing. One mistake can cost you the race, but Tiana Marshall stayed composed throughout the event. She attacked every hurdle, even hurdles, with confidence and claimed the gold medal in 13.50 seconds. Then Jamaica added another medal as Brianna Davidson secure bronze. Another event, more medals, more proof that Jamaica continue to produce elite athletes across multiple disciplines. Why Jamaica keeps winning 5.00. Now here what's really caught my attention. The commentator said something powerful. Jamaica doesn't just produce athletes. Jamaica produce belief. Think about that. Young athletes grow up watching legends become champions. They compete in strong school competition. Other communities celebrate athletes' success. Winning become something they expect, not something they dream about. That confidence is passed from one generation to the next. It's almost like a family tradition. Every young athlete believes they can become the next champion because they are seeing so many others do it before them. That's an incredible advance. The bigger picture 6.40. What impressed me most is the depth of talents. For years, people associate Jamaica almost entirely with sprinting. Now we are seeing success in middle distance races, hurdles, relay, and many other events. That tells me Jamaica athletic system is continue to grow. And if these young athletes keep developing, the future of Jamaica track and field looks extremely exciting. The rest of the world should definitely be paying attention. What do you think? Aha. Is Jamaica become one of the most complete athletics nation in the world? Which young athlete impressed you in the most? Sedan Rose, Sashana Johnson, or Tiana Marshall? Share your thought in the comment below. If you enjoyed this reaction, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another Jamaican reaction. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. For the videos, a strong title will be Jamaica is dominating more than spreading. The future of athletics is here.